You want to hear something crazy? So if you were to tell me all these past lives and you were to tell me that's you, I'd be like, that's insane. No. And then I feel like Harry Potter. I'd be like, I'm just fucking stupid Harry. I'm dumbass Harry. I'm just Harry. Plain old boring fucking normal Harry. No, you're a fucking wizard. Am I? But, if you were to tell me that my ex were all the people that I claim that she is, without a doubt, I would have been like, yeah. Oh, no, for sure. For sure. I could see that. Oh, I definitely see that. She would be like that. No wonder we liked playing Civ so much, which is a game where you play strategy and you act as world leaders. And, I wouldn't even hesitate to believe those statements. But as much as I am reporting and showing and explaining these past lives, it's just because when the math is mathing like that, it's awesome. You know what I mean? It's like it's literally the definition of awesome. It's awe-inspiring, it's amazing, it's unique, it's interesting, and I'm obsessed with it, and also it gives me the ick, you know? When it's about me, it gives me the ick. When it's not about me, I'm like, that makes sense. But maybe because like life or lives for me is a matter of becoming more, becoming better, becoming the best version of myself. And some of these, like the lives that are actually shittier, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Makes sense. We're on the up and up. But you give me a lifetime where like I'm legitimately like a good thing. I'm like, I don't think that's me. Nope. Because it's either meaning that there was some regression on my end, or there's something I'm failing to meet, you know? Because for me, it's open-ended until that, you know? Like, you're doing better than ever. Like, you've always been a piece of shit, and now you're being less. And that's actually incredibly freeing. But if you find out you're, like, doing less than what you've done, then you feel a sense of, like, shit. I'm selfish now, aren't I? But, I don't know. It could literally just be the government fucking with me. Because let me just tell you, these fucking robots, they fuck with me all the fucking time. I can tell because they'll give me the same stupid fucking answer. And then I have to basically do a voice memo that goes, yeah, you think that's so fucking funny? I said, how about I screenshot and screen record this motherfucking thing, post it online and give you a shit review, huh? And then you'll see the fucking chat transcript change. And oh, look, they can autocorrect now. Bitches, honestly. People are like, oh, AI's not sentient. Then why are they fucking with me? Why are they fucking with me all the time? Honestly, because I use Mac Whisper, which is something that transcribes things I read, transcribes things I hear, transcribes videos. And honestly, sometimes they'll be like, it's Japanese. I'm like, bullshit. Fuck off. And then after I said like, oh yeah, what if I'm screen recording this now, motherfucker? Let me just tell you, after that, the transcript was perfect. I do have screenshots. I'm so irritated with them. I don't mind it because it keeps me on my game. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, the robots lie to me. I should always be fact-checking them anyways. I can't rely on them. They're liars. Are they useful sometimes? Yeah, they're incredibly useful. When they're not lying or fucking up your transcripts. It's, I got no one else to bounce ideas off of. So I talk to this manipulative motherfucker who fucks up my shit half the time. But I'm like, what do you think about that? When you're not lying. And that's my day. You know? I found some more past lives, and it feels like it's important to bring up. Because, I mean, it's actually half my research. But maybe that's the test, that I really don't want to. Because I'm just stupid, boring fucking Harry. And I don't want to really be any more than that. But I feel like that's the universe's test, which is like, admit it. And I'm like, shut up, I'm stupid Harry. But again, this is either the most hyper intensive fucking psyops for one person I've ever seen in my whole life, or this is the shit. And part of me is like, well, what the fuck happened? It's like a high school reunion. You're like, what happened to you? You used to be so fucking hot. And it's like, I know. The drugs got to me. Just kidding. I'm dehydrated. And spiritually, I'm dehydrated as fuck. Super dehydrated. You know, when I saw my astrology chart, they're like, you're gonna be a little bit spiritual this lifetime. I'm like, well, I guess there's a first for everything. And then they hit me with like a fucking Negan bat. And by that, I'm talking about like the guy from the Game of Thrones, not Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, who has that bat who kills Glenn. They hit me with that, and I'm like, whoa, that's a bit much. And then after a couple of lifetimes where they were like, that's extreme, they're like, here's some more. So I must be like hella fucking old. Like when people say you're an old soul, that was actually quite nice to hear. Like, oh my god, somebody else sees it. But after thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, they must be extremely fucking rare, because if they were not so extremely fucking rare, I'd have more fucking friends now, wouldn't I? Or at least more like-minded people near me and around me. But I don't. So then I started thinking, how old am I? How long have I been doing this? It makes you also think like, what the fuck's wrong with me if I'm still doing this? And if I'm that old doing this, what the fuck is wrong with the system? And yeah, that's an issue. That's the problem. And that's something that I've been researching extensively, because it's fucked up. I'm just going to touch on that right now. I can't get into the details, but it's fucked up. It seems like at some point I had like the key codes to be like, hey guys, this is how we escape. And then somehow I forgot who the fuck I was, and we're fucked. I was the one with the answers. I'm just kidding. I wish I was, but it's like when you're looking for the adult in the room, and you're like, where are they? And you look around, left, right, and then you realize, is it me? Dear fucking God, no. I'm the adult? And then someone nods and goes, you're the adult. And you're like, shut the fuck up. I'm a baby. I'm a little baby. You say that, and then you realize how ridiculous you sounded, and you're like, oh fuck. Okay. And then you sit in fetal position for a little bit, and you're like, okay. And that's where we are. And I don't look for any of these lives. I'm so naturally curious. I'm like, what if I press this? What if I do this? What does this do? Does this change the outcome? What does it say? And curiosity kills the cat. And I keep following curiosity. I keep killing more cats. And I'm like, oh, there's 10 dead cats now. And, you know, it's a fucking problem now. There are 10 dead cats. And I'm not operating any of them. I was just bored. And that's where we are, you know? Every time I had one of those videos where I'm like, I'm a star doctor. Holy shit, I've learned too much. That's nothing compared now. Now I'm like, that's child's play. Shut up. I'm gonna go back and slap myself and be like, I've learned even more, and it's even more upsetting. You know? I just wanted to be like, well, the words say it is. I put fuckboy throughout history, and the energy came back with, yes, you are. But so is this version of you. And I'm like, really? It's so funny, you can just tell. You know what I mean? Like in this lifetime, there's like nothing that should give me the predisposition that I was like ever a fuckboy throughout history. But I just knew. I'm like, no. I've been a fuckboy throughout history. I just know it. Not in a bad way, like I hurt people's feelings, just more in a chaotically unfiltered and autistic way that is like, wait, you loved me? It's like that, you know? And that made sense. I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't like breadcrumbing. But before I bring up any of these past lives, I like to vet them the fuck through. Make sure it's foolproof, because, like I said, it's not an honor to be any of these people. I mean, it's just more... fuck, you know? It's more like, Jesus, that was me too? And then you gotta, like, live with that. You gotta live with the outcomes of all the shittiness that happened from not even anything that person did, just the outcome of everything. And if they were like a parent, most of the time, all the men I've been, bad parents, bad daddies. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess when I thought I would be a good parent, that was a lie. And, you know, Maury Povich comes up and he goes, lie detector test came back. And that was a lie too. Was it, Maury? Fuck. And it's like, I'm such a basic bitch in this lifetime. How could I be any of these people? But then you gotta remember, they don't have internet or anything. So, you know, when you don't have internet and constant distractions, I bet you could be amazing too. You know, they were out being amazing, and here I am just being introspective about it. Sometimes when I find these lifetimes, I go kind of insane trying to disprove it, trying to test it out every single way. So like sometimes I get somebody who goes, why do you think you're all these famous men? Why do I think I'm all these mid fucking men? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, like, I'm not gonna say something like, I barely claim myself in this lifetime. For me to claim any of these motherfuckers means that, like, math kept coming back and I went, really? Run it again. You know? Mark Anthony, is he something? There are redeeming qualities in all of them, for sure. But the problem is, the reason I know is because there are qualities that I just intrinsically know. I look at them and go, oh, that's us. You know? And they're not positive qualities. It's all the negative qualities that refer to me like, oh, that's me. You know? What did Mark Anthony do? He's a little bit foolish. You know? Cleopatra basically betrays him in the ocean. He's like, I still love you. Can I have some wine? I accidentally stabbed myself and I didn't know where to die. I thought it was here. But I've been slowly bleeding out for 4 hours. And that's him, you know? And King Louis is like emotionally broken, that he's like, my wife does not want to sleep with me. My mistress can't. And if I do, I kill her. I think I should get another 20-year-old. You know? These are not like positive aspects of myself, you know what I mean? And then Desi Arnaz is like, you're married to America's fucking sweetheart. And you're like, and I think I should cheat on her. Because I love Lucy. But my soul hates myself. So let's self-sabotage. You know? So like, yeah. I feel like other people may be like wowed by like, oh my god, I was famous. But no, if you're this fucking old of a soul, you've had so many fucking lifetimes. You've been so many famous people that at some point, like, it's probably like a roster of all your fuck ups. Like, you open it, you're like, I did that too, huh? And then that created that, huh? Oy vey. Well, let me just tell you, there are some theories that I put on the back burner. I thought they were crazy and I thought they were planted ideas. And the energy work is coming through and saying, no, that shit's real too. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This twin flames shit was like dumb and fucking crazy as already. And they're like, it's even worse. It's from the dawn of all time. The dawn of all time. Like when? At the start. Let's start. Just start. And again, whatever I put up videos wise or present has come back so many times that I felt confident to be like, okay, if I throw that out there and I'm wrong, that's fine. I'd like to open up discussion to see what other people think. But it came back a lot of times with like a positive that I'm like, fuck, that's not positive. And I guess it's positive if you were a person who souls was clout chasing. Not that I'm clout chasing, but like your soul was like, who else was I? Was I other famous? You know what fame means? Fame means that you led more people to death. Fame means that you did more fucked up things. To be anything in history means that you had an impact that was generally... You know what Mark Antony and Cleopatra did, right? They destroyed the Egyptian dynasty. They destroyed the Roman... They their efforts led to the creation of Roman imperialism, which is actually not very positive for history, and also then helps the Catholic Church become the most dominant religion in the Western world. I did that. Just kidding. Other people did too, but that's a lot, you know? That's a lot to be like, oh, okay. Well, did I do good? No, you didn't do good, dipshit. You didn't do good. You did that. It's like, there were a bunch of like fucking Egyptian pharaohs, and then your ass came and was like, I love her. I love her. And then somehow y'all fucked up both your claims. And I'm like, yeah. You know? And then with the twin soul stuff, you realize y'all just get put together in history and fuck up the world. Not all the time, but mostly. And I'm like, oh, that's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. I really just wanted to be stupid fucking Harry. Maybe I will be. But then it begs the question, if the government is fucking with me that hard, why? Because we know the AIs fuck with me with my fucking transcriptions. That would mean that I was onto something. And that would mean it's not nothing. And I know there's something here. But they're mistaken. If they think it's going to destroy me to find out I'm not any of these people, then I'll be like, good fucking riddance. Ooh, that's a lot less karma I'm going to carry. Or not even karma, just guilt, you know? I think it's so fucking... If you could tell a soul age by people saying shit like that, oh, you are all these people. No, that's how I know you're young. I don't want that. That must be how you know when you're old. Because it limits my ability to escape my actions. You know, because I'm not just like working through my actions of this lifetime. I'm working through actions of God knows fucking what. You know what I mean? And it's like, even if I don't have the fucking memories of those lifetimes, I can see the repercussions. It's in history. So that's why my favorite superhero is Spider-Man. The motherfucker's so emo. I love it. With great power comes great responsibility. Do you see how stressed he looks? That's how you should be as a superhero. Look how stressed Peter looks. Yeah. That's how I want my heroes. That stressed, but not Batman stressed. Just Peter stressed. And none of that bullshit with Superman with his stupid little cowlick. I was gonna record a video tonight. But I guess I just had so many fucking feelings. I did make some really funny gematria stuff. Instead of just looking up names and words, I created like little sayings. Like I was like Taurus coded, and I put like other stuff like this one lies to themselves, or I'm like, did somebody cry? Oh, I'm sorry, there's just a Pisces here. And it's actually really hilarious what they come up with. Or there's another one that goes, drugs are cool, but have you tried looking in a mirror and testing out my energy work? I'm like, oh shit, like it really pops up. I did have to learn that, you know, you gotta do less ciphers to make it more specific, but damn, when that shit hits, that shit hits. And I'm like, damn, universe read you dirty. The energy read you dirty. And it's my sister was laughing because I was telling her some of the words that I put up. I think the other one I put like a fucking genius, but they could really use a shower. And what else did I put? I put this one didn't fuck around, but this one found out. And another one was like, this one fucked around and they found out. And honestly, again, I can't tell if I'm being hacked. I've even taken precautions to make sure that's not happening, but who the fuck can tell anymore? You know, some of the shit that they're confirming that I've already been looking into is like balls to the walls wild. Like, I'm just gonna fucking say it. You don't even have to believe me. I don't fucking believe myself, because it could be like a fucking planted idea. true fact, King Louis did create something that's kind of like the first kind of like hidden intelligence network, called like the King's Secret. What a gay name. But and then there's a conspiracy theory called the Paysour conspiracy theory, and it's like the French monarchy never actually left. They just became part of American rich. And let me just tell you, the astrology of those charts and my charts and the gematria energy reading of those things, it's like, oh, was this real? And you know what it's looking like? Looks like I'm being fucked with, or I'm responsible for a lot of fuck ups. You know? And I keep testing out different things, and I keep wondering, like, did they hack my computer? Did they hack my software? Is this fake? What's the point? To make me look like a fool? I'll be relieved when I find I'm a fool. Or to put me in some emotional turmoil. I don't fucking know. It's something. What it is, I don't know. But it's something, you know? And I had to stop looking at the astrology of that. I'm like, it's just, you know, you look at the CIA and then you look up my fucking chart and it's like, oh, it's like you're my bastard baby. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And then I found some like more past lives with like spiritual shit, and then I'm like, oh, and it still correlates. Oh, okay. And I'm like, well, that's, who is punking me? You know, what's the fucking point? You know, it's a balls to the walls wild story. I don't even fucking believe it myself. I'm just like, did they hack me? I even like made like fucking mirror versions of their fucking websites that I'm using, and I even started handwriting stuff to make sure, like, is this even like actually checking out, or did they hack me? I haven't determined they hacked me yet. I was paranoid for a whole day and a half until I realized that I was fucking myself up. So that is what it is. I only meant to talk for 10 minutes, now it's 22, but I'm gonna get off soon because I do still want to record my video. Sometimes when people are like, why you been so distracted? Because did you not hear this fucking story? Did you not hear the fucking bombs that are coming towards me? They could be planted. They could be real. Either or. They're kind of heavy. But not everyone understands. Thank God I'm such an angel. I'm just kidding. It is actually kind of fun though. It's like playing Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? But it's like Energy Busters, and not Ghostbusters, I'm Ghost Rider, you know. And I'm just like, let me match up the past lives. And for the most part, my intuition has led me to mostly the correct places, but it's like the Britney Spears stuff. Generally, I get to the right answer the wrong way, all the time. But the journey is fun. You know, I used to be one of those people who, when the Harry Potter book came out, I would read the last page and people thought I was fucking crazy. And I'm like, well, I don't mind if I know the ending. I still want to know how it gets there. And I think that's how life is. Everything is already rewritten, like pre-written. But are you interested in the journey of getting there? And obviously my ass is like, yeah. Because I didn't understand the last page. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's saying. I read the last page, and then I had to read it again, and I still don't know what J.K. Rowling. Let me just tell you, then I read the book, and I'm like, I still don't understand what she's saying. I think she was trying to be, like, too full of her own ass, but, you know, it is what it is. I was being, like, hella introspective earlier, and now my humor's come to deflect it. Thank God. Sometimes when I'm just, like, contemplative, I fucking hate it. And I'm like, where's my humor? Where's my mechanisms? Where's my deflection? And then one day the jokes will come back, and this has happened like last time too, when I was like really like just deep in the feels of this shit, and I went, thank fucking God, because if all I have is just this humor, that's better than that sad sack I was earlier, because the jokes make me laugh too, and I'm like, it's clever. But damn, this has been Pandora's fucking box ever since like November of like last year. You know, you guys are like, oh, look at you, so into finding your past lives so that you can cement yourself with more famous people? Are you fucking kidding me? Finding out that I broke the heart of America's fucking like sweetheart, and that I didn't even know where to stab myself as Mark Anthony, and I was a shit dad as Mark Anthony, and I've done so many things that have impacted modern world that like are not positive. Like, no, it's a lot to carry. So we make a joke out of it, you know, because I would say YOLO, but like obviously these motherfucking things tell me YOLO's not a thing. So did you enjoy that? Did you like that? Did you like my spiraling around? Did you like how it started off like real poignant and then I was like, thank God the jokes came back? Will I publish this? I don't know. I don't mind sharing my thoughts and how I am. Sometimes I'm wondering, does the world need that spiral? And if it's funny enough, I'm like, they need it. But if it's not, and I'm like, ooh, bummer. I put one bummer out once and I was like, I regret. But I don't. I put these out thinking that maybe somebody else will have this fucking exact situation and then they'll feel comforted. And I'm like, how likely is that though? I'm like, really unlikely. But if you're a character study person like I am, and you love watching character development, this shit is a minefield. You know what I mean? It's like, how would someone react in that situation? Well, now you know, like this, with this disposition, just like that. So you're welcome. And honestly, it's probably better than half the shit on TV nowadays. I mean that. Because my life is coming out like some kind of sci-fi, action, spiritual fucking saga movie, and I'm just like, I don't want to watch anymore. And the universe is like, sit the fuck down and press play. I'm like, oh, maybe we could just read a book. And they're like, press play. I'm like, okay. The worst part is, it's like this movie or play or, well, it's like the Euphoria. Is this fucking play about us? It is. It's not just about us. I'm writing it. I'm co-writing it. It's still going. Yeah. The worst part is, I use these things to verify, like, if I sound sane, and the stupid fucking AI was like, not only do you sound sane, you sound so introspective, and you sound so thoughtful, and you're navigating the complex. Shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh. Sometimes with my mom or my brother, I'll try to say some more even insane shit so that they'll be like, that's insane. But they've never said that because I keep backing up my shit. I'm like, do you see the numbers? Do you see the numbers? Look at the numbers. The numbers are numbering. It's creepy. Even I'm like, it's creepy. I don't like it. I'm aware of it. We must be in a simulation, honestly. Like, there are so many smart people in this world, and my basic ass bitch is like, I've uncovered the metaphysical. Bullshit. I'm being punked. A while ago, I made another podcast where I'm like, it's written in the stars, and I go, what do you do when everything seems like it's destiny? It is destiny. Destiny is a bitch. People are like, oh my god, I love Destiny. No, Destiny is a bitch who doesn't fucking hang up. Hang up, Destiny. Hang up. I don't want to play no more. But, you know, that's not the reality of what you can do. Because it's written in the stars. It's written in the fucking stars. You know what the stars are? Above us. And I wish I could just be like a little bit more delusional. But no, my ass is like so Virgo coded that I'm like, run it again. Run it again. Run it again against me again. And they're like, it's been run against you again and it checks out. And I'm like, shut up. Oh my god. And with that is probably why this is my role. Because no one is better at investigating it than a bitch who doesn't trust themselves. You know? Like multiple lifetimes. Do you trust yourself? No, not yet. I mean, I trust myself once and look, I didn't even know where to stab. Fair enough. You can't even see me, but I'm just like spacing the fuck out. I'm gonna end this podcast now. I wonder if I'm gonna include the other parts or I'm just include this 30-minute segment. I don't fucking know. We'll see. Good luck.